We reserve a few minutes to discuss current trends that you'd expect from reading Bible prophecy. There are hundreds of unfulfilled prophecies. We are what is called futurists. We interpret these unfulfilled prophecies as future events that will occur literally, physically, apocalyptically, in a global context. The believers in the current church age will be resurrected and raptured. A strong world leader will rise to power sometime afterward and exercise totalitarian control of his citizens. He's going to require they swear allegiance to him, and anyone who refuses will be executed. Totalitarian is a word we are hearing a lot today. Canadian author and psychologist Jordan Peterson has called COVID-19 vaccine mandates an imitation of a totalitarian state. In New York State, Putnam County Legislature Health Committee unanimously adopted a resolution denouncing COVID-19 vaccine mandates, using the term totalitarian to refer to them. U.S. Representative Fred Keller called President Biden's plan totalitarian. Political commentator Candace Owens has called the Australian government a totalitarian regime. Gunnar Beck, a German member of the European Parliament, calls Europe's COVID policies dangerously tyrannical and authoritarian. Quote, "We are not talking about the Black Death here. I'm not even sure if the Black Death would warrant the effective suspension of the rule of law, constitutional government, and democracy." Now, before we go on, as usual, we are not giving you an opinion or a teaching on COVID-19 or the mandates. You have a freedom to get vaccinated, to stay unvaccinated, to approve the mandates, to disapprove them, to be masked, to be unmasked. That's an individual decision, because I don't know if you've realized it or not, but I am not a medical professional. And so we just need to be clear. I'm not going on a rant about COVID. I have my opinions, you have your opinions. What we're doing is showing you that in the future, the Bible predicts a totalitarian government that will require you to identify yourself and prove certain things about yourself, and it will split people into at least two groups, those who follow the Antichrist and those who don't. And we are seeing something like that and seeing how easy it would be to implement that. So back to this guy Beck I just quoted, he was in an article titled "Totalitarian Police State, Unvaccinated Europeans Fight for Rights as COVID Restrictions Tighten." Let me read you some excerpts from the article. Nation by nation, Europe is turning into a two-tiered society in which those who refuse to be vaccinated will live under lockdown without full access to society or jobs, facing fines and even jail. In Italy, the unvaccinated now must take a COVID test every 48 hours if they want to live a free life. Austria has become ground zero for the world's toughest COVID crackdown. The unvaccinated have already been in lockdown for almost a month. They will have to pay $4,000 in fines every 3 months unless they not only get vaccinated but also get booster shots. Eric Hewitt is an American living in Austria with his wife and 5 children. "The government is attempting to transform the society into a totalitarian police state," Hewitt said. Hewitt's unvaccinated children have been kicked out of music school for refusing daily COVID tests. They are only allowed to enter grocery stores and pharmacies. Alexander Tishugel, a Catholic activist with the St. Boniface Institute, says Austrians have become the lab rats of the Western world and believes the Austrian experiment will spread. "Do you want the government to have information available, full control of where you are allowed to go and where you're not allowed to go?" he said. Meanwhile, in Australia, if you live in the Northern Territory, at least till the end of the week, you are restricted to your home. You can get food, go get a COVID test or a shot, go to the hospital, or take care of an elderly family member. Otherwise, if you don't have the shot, you have to stay home. It's basically a vaccine passport system to walk outside your door. I read an article in China, people are being quarantined, and some of them claim that they are starving because they won't let them out to buy food. A Swedish startup tech company has invented a scannable microchip that is implanted in people's arms and can display your COVID-19 vaccination status. The digital implant is designed to be embedded into people's arms, so your vaccine passport pops up when scanned. This is so good, I can't make it up. It's fantastic stuff. We've been talking about this for how many years? Forever. And now it's here, and you're thinking, why are you so excited about this? This sounds weird. Is it because the Bible is true, obviously, and we're going to go be with Jesus? And then I came across this quote. This is all about digital ID and a globalization, totalitarian social credit system. The vaccine passport is a Trojan horse towards all of this. Energy consumption and personal finance comes next. We are getting a preview of conditions that the Bible predicts will prevail in the future Great Tribulation. Now, we believe that the resurrection and the rapture of the church are imminent. It could happen at any moment, and that the church will not be on the earth for the Great Tribulation. The question is, are you ready for the rapture? If not, you need to get ready and stay ready and keep looking up, because ready or not, Jesus is coming.